all of you pretty much were here for the knee shield one. We'll go to that real quick. What I was saying when we were here with the knee shield, that this is a lot better for that arm drag, is that you have this here. So if I'm framed here and I can get this, now this is all I literally need to bring this over and then get the back. That's what I was saying with that, but we're not doing that. So that one's straight. So butterfly guard is a beautiful thing. The main entry for butterfly guard I like to do is, one, we're controlling both sleeves. I like to roll. Some people like to do pistol grips. I don't like to do that. I don't think it's nearly as secure as rolling here. To start my butterfly entry, I have to let go. Anytime I let go, I still apply a little bit of pressure to his ribs. So a lot of times when I'm here, if I let go, he shouldn't really know that I let go because I still have that little bit of pressure on him. So he shouldn't really realize that I've let go if I'm playing the way I want to and correctly. If I'm here and I just go like this and he feels it, he's gone. But if he doesn't know that I've just uncrossed my legs because I have that little bit of tension, I can be like, dang, I have a cramp, but he doesn't really realize that I've unlocked, and that's a good thing for me. Anyways, getting into spider guard, we're here, and I'm letting go, I'm hipping out to one side, bringing this knee in, through, and onto that elbow. Then coming in with this knee, in, through, and onto that elbow. My objective is to get both knees onto both elbows while being here, putting tension with my knees into the elbows and keeping tension here. So this is basic where we're going to start from and just getting into. So we're going to do that a few times each, just getting into it so we can get that movement down. Again, I'm here locked up in full guard, grab, coming in, have to hip out. What's the first part? Hip out a little bit, so then I can dig this in and I'm flaring it out. Other side, dig in, flaring it out. Now I'm putting tension on both, keeping it here. So we're going to do that with our partner. Put yourself, do like 5 times each and then switch. Put yourself there, unlock. I'm putting this foot on the ground to help me swivel. And bring that knee in, come out, and then just maintain that tension for now. Okay, let's do that. 3, 2, 1. How do I fight that? I'm going tight. I come in through it. In through it. So we have to follow the stomach line there and get it. Hip out. Even if his elbow is tight, and so do that with your partner. Make him put your elbow in so that you force your partner to dig through it, come out. Dig through it, come out. Okay, don't think you're gonna go here and go. That's not gonna work, trust me. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Come around this way. So, like I said, I have my tension, I let go, coming in, swimming in, swimming in. Now, a few things about tension. This is not a position where you're loose or they're just going to go right over and all that. It's a position where you actually want to keep them tight. You don't want to be so damn tight that you're stabbing, you're like that. But when you're on it, you are going to be tensioned out. You are going to be pulling in. I don't like to pull this way. It requires different muscles than if I bring my elbows in. It's a lot harder. It's easier for me to pull back if my hand is this way than if my hand is this way. I'm using my back muscles right now. I'm not using my back muscles now. So you can pull easier, harder. Look, my whole body's moving. Versus here, he tries to pull. I'm way more secure. So between these two grips, putting out like this, and then just lifting and putting a little bit of tension until I'm lifting my hips just barely off the floor, it should be a lot more secure position that he's not going to. If I just want to establish like, okay. So once we're here, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hip out again, and we're gonna leave one foot on the hip, and these are really basic butterfly movements. So I'm gonna leave one foot on the hip. I'm gonna decide to leave my left one under. I'm gonna hip out, and I'm gonna take the blade of my foot here and put it on the crook of his elbow while holding this. And my goal is to like, hi-ya, karate chop like that. I don't want to be flat. I want to be out like that, into the crook of that, providing a lot of tension. So he shouldn't be able to get this leg out. So then I release, put this foot on his hip, on this way, karate chop. See my foot? My foot this way? Oh, guys, how's my foot? This way. Putting a lot of tension, right? And release. This is the movement and pattern that we're going to do. Here, release, here, release, here. And we're just going to go back and forth and practice that movement with your partner. All right? Let's do it. I'm going to do 1 minute and then 1 minute. So one person's going to do it for an entire minute. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Little movement up and down. We've come in, again, if he's got his elbows in there, no worries, because you can go right through them. Circling in, you establish a good tension, and you decide which foot you favor or whatever. You get to control this, right? Because you have both feet on their hips, you get to decide which way you want to take this. And we're going to do a sweep, one of the most basic sweeps. So I'm going to decide to come here, put the crook of my foot on this one. I'm going to take this one and almost do like a regular scissor sweep where I'm taking this foot down, and I'm going to take this foot and him over this way in order to off balance him. I have this hand over here closer to me with my elbow in, like I said, is strong, so he can't pull away. If he pulls away and I try to do the sweep, he can base. So I'm taking this and I'm bringing it in, taking this, then I'm bringing it over this way, almost at an angle. So when I land, I can literally come up and land and mount. I'm still controlling both sleeves, and I can start playing here because I have his arms up, get high mount in the legs. So once again, and you guys can start here. I decided I'm hipping out, grabbing the crook there. I'm switching to make sure that he can't post with this, dropping this leg, and I'm bringing him at this angle here. And as I come up, with the momentum will help you come up and drive yourself. Again, if I've stapled this, it's very hard for him to bring his arms back in. I can climb up, high mount, cause all sorts of havoc on him. One more time. Beginning, in, choose I want this side, release this leg, bring it in, bring him over, establish the mount, I still have his grips, haven't let go, establish high mount. Any questions? For the sake of learning thing, but one of the sweeps you can do is it's the same setup. It starts here, but instead of leaving the foot on the hip, I'm actually coming across the foot, and then I'm moving my body closer to his leg here, so that I'm actually loading him up on this knee and this knee. So now that he's kind of loaded here and I have control of his leg, I can kick out, come up into nice knee shift position, and then go in for an arm bar. But we're going to keep it. We're going to keep that for the next session. Very basic.
Wait, I got most. Okay, no.
Yeah. So right now, I just want to show you that was an option. Right now, what I want to show you is, for this next part is, we're here, we're established. I'm actually going to start hipping out so that I can get both sleeves, both feet on both elbows here. And I have the option, so you notice how I have scooted away from him to go back and forth here and play around with him. So now that I have both here, it gives me the option at any time to drop one low, drop one high, pull, I elevate my hips, boom, and trap him right into a triangle. Right, so obviously for a triangle you want the arm over, so then I need to establish the arm over. I'm coming, I'm going, I'm getting into a triangle. So again, right, let's just start here. I can't put both on his elbows right now. It'd be way too hard. I need to go back, give myself some space. Still creating tension, still keeping that little bit of tension. And I'm deciding, okay, here's one. I'm going to the other side now that I have this one established. There's two. And like I said, now I can play back and forth. When I'm ready, I decide my right's gonna go down, this one's gonna go up. I'm gonna pull them into me. I'm gonna lift. Notice where my foot is here, my right foot. It's not on the floor, it's on his hip. That allows me to elevate my hips. I like to do that because once I elevate my hips, I can clamp down and bring him down. So here, again, if this hand is there, the classic way to bring it over is to elevate your hips again, push it over, push that elbow over. Now I want to adjust. I want to be looking at his ear, so I want to adjust, but I don't want to lose any frames. I don't want to give him space to escape. If I go like this and try to adjust, he's got a window out. So when I'm here and I need to adjust, I brought his elbow over. I first grab my ankle, take it off, put it on him, I frame against his own body, turn. Now I'm looking directly into his ear, and this is going to be super tight. Now I'm closing it up. It's a very tight triangle. So again, start with your partner. You're here. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Go, go. I decide I want this. I'm on his hip. Coming up, pulling him in. Boom. Here. Lift my hips. Over. Ankle. On him again. Turn. Take the space out. And then, if he doesn't have to that, you always have an arm bar. Any questions?